Up, he'll bat second. Kane Martin doing the catching, bat third. Right fielder Lex Wilhelm, he'll bat in the cleanup spot. Mason Markinich playing second base, batting fifth. Caden Knapp will hit for himself and do the pitching, hitting sixth. Jacob Caesar batting seventh, playing center field. The designated hitter Spencer South batting eighth. And Hayden Geiser, the left fielder, batting ninth. Playing first base will be Owen Porter. We are ready to go. Coach Myers gave us the official 10:15 starting time. Once again, we do have a 2-hour time limit and mercy rule in effect. Oh. And a first pitch to Chris Upton. I'm literally almost speechless. First pitch to Chris Upton. He squared the bunt, pulled back. Bob Furka called.
Maybe he said he offered it that one. I think that's what it was.
Okay, so he did offer. I'm thinking.
Yes.
Chris Upton had a very, very bewildered look on his face as he looked in the dugout. But anyway, one strike to Upton. He looked to bunt as he had 2 bunt base hits yesterday, and swings and misses at a fastball up from Caden Knapp. No balls, 2 strikes. Upton falls behind. Third baseman drops back for John Marshall. Next pitch. Down low and inside. 2 balls, 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the leadoff hitter, Chris Upton just underway on a beautiful 4th of July Friday here on the hilltop of Wheeling Park High School, home of Post 1. Great day up here. The wind is not in. The flags aren't moving. Now, that is a rarity here at Wheeling Park High School. I have done many games for many years here at Wheeling Park High School. Rarely do I see the flags standing still.
Well, and like we were saying yesterday, it's usually either the hottest weekend of the year, there's rain, and tell you what, it's pretty pleasant this morning as Upton swings and misses at that high fastball. It'll be the first out. But, yeah, it's actually a pretty pleasant morning today.
Yeah, it really is. And as I said, the flags are standing still. The humidity is not bad right now. We have an air conditioner up here now in the press box. Compliments Coach Myers, even though we have the windows open. And have our Form Energy sponsor.
Yes, that was a Form Energy strikeout, that was.
Yes, that was.
I'm definitely going to crack one of these Form Energies here in a little bit, probably in between games, maybe ready for game 2. Our red, white, and blue, very fitting cans, as we were saying yesterday. That one bounces in for ball 2.
Ball 1.
Or, excuse me, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Andrew Koala has just showed up in the press box, along with the legendary Kim North. Andrew's alone today. Where's the assistant coach? He didn't bring his son. We got Bo McConaughey up here already causing trouble.
That ball
hits Seth Cover right in the back. I tell you what, I bet that's at least 10 times Cover's been hit all season. One weekend, a couple weeks ago, he was hit 5 times over the weekend.
It's amazing stat. I would say he probably leads maybe American Legion in hit by pitches. Here comes Jackson Murray.
Let's see if Cover gets on the move here. Kane Martin, pretty darn good catcher back there, so they're not going to run freely on him.
Murray fouls the first pitch off to the right side.
Very good catcher, Kane Martin. Caden Knapp's a quality pitcher here. This could be a good game if John Marshall can play good defense for Knapp. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or I'm sorry.
0-1. Now it's 1-1.
1-1. Got a lot of action up here in the bullpen, up here in the press box to start the day.
As Coach saw it over there giving signs to maybe see Cover take off here. Knapp check on him.
Knapp throws over to Owen Porter, playing first base. Once again, they are not Moundsville Post 3, which I was calling them yesterday. They're a John Marshall Monarch travel team. They still have their Post 3 uniforms, but
I wonder if that's just for the Beasts, as that one catches the outside corner 1 and 2 on Murray. But I wonder if that's just for the Beasts they're doing that.
I would think. I don't know if it has some implications of John Marshall Monarchs travel.
But they're basically post 3. They got their
Ball,
post
2
3.
strikes.
Cover
Cover on
takes
the
off.
move, and that ball bounced
Maybe a chance for a third.
on it. I got Bo McConaughey up here coaching, screaming. The tournament director up here already. It's been nice and quiet up here. We've had a very nice, peaceful time up here, and Bo shows up, and all heck breaks loose.
There we go. Runner on second base. 1 down here for post 1 on the top of the first.
Mark had a stolen base for Cover as he was on the move.
Murray fouls that pitch away, stays alive.
2 balls, 2 strikes early in the game here. Top of the first, 1 out. Chris Upton, uncharacteristic, struck out swinging to lead off the game. Cover hit by a pitch, stole second. He's there now with 1 out. Pitch to Murray, way up and in, gets by Kane Martin. That'll move Cover over to third. So
good job by Murray to get his bat down there that went over his head. Actually, if he probably wouldn't have taken his bat down, it might have hit his bat. But they always say, get your bat down.
That's not
Murray,
an easy thing to do when
Murray
the ball's
sure
headed
did
your
there,
head.
yeah.
That's not your priority. Oh, boy.
As Knapp nearly misses with a fastball, but Murray will take ball 4.
Pitch right on just below the knees. Murray takes, as Jared said, ball 4. So that puts runners at the corners for post 1 here in the top of the first. 1 out. That'll bring up Zaid Billings.
We talked
Billings.
to
We had a chance to talk to him. He had a hit, was hit by a pitch yesterday. He caught in the second game, DH'd game 1.
Yeah, got a chance to talk to Zaid after the game yesterday. Was saying how he likes to be a utility man. Wherever they need him, he will go play, which is a good mindset to have, especially here in summer ball when you got a lot of good players and you got a lot of guys moving around. You might have to even go on the mound sometimes. Good mindset to have. And he said he was going to WVU Parkersburg, not to play or anything, but just to go be a teacher. As Murray, another delayed steal, he's going to be in there easily at second, so second and third. But yeah, Zaid said that he didn't have any plans on playing. They actually don't even have a baseball team, but he's just going there to go pursue his career being a teacher. So pretty cool from Zaid.
Runners on second and third. Monarch middle infield deep, conceding a run. Corners even with the bag. 1 out, the pitch to Billings, and he lines it into left field. That's a base hit. And here comes Murray around third. No, he's going to hold up. And the ball is going to get by the catcher. Roll to the backstop, but no advancement. Billings moves up 90 feet on the throw home. So Zaid Billings continues his hitting ways.
Yeah, good. Kind of got it off the end of the bat there. Just snuck it through the 5-6 hole. Late stop sign from Coach Salt. But probably based on that throw, Murray would have scored. But probably a good stop sign. Still 1 out here, and with the hot hitting Reese Davis up now.
Reese Davis had 2 doubles, and then we had a controversial call.
Yeah, do we have an official call on that?
Well, I can see there's fence out there in right field. We'll explain what happened here in a minute. We have to get an official ruling if that would have been a ground rule double. Would they have called it a double? It'd be interesting to talk. There's a big high chopper to third. Murray's going to hold.
It's a good play.
Nice play
It's a
over
good
there.
play there by the third baseman.
Jesse McDowell, big chopper off the turf. Had to wait on it to come down. Murray wisely held at third base. So Reese Davis unsuccessful at trying to get that second run home. 1-0, post 1 leads, top of the first. Runners on second and third. 2 outs. Caden Knapp trying to work out of this with any further damage. Henry Anderson, big bat. He's headed to Shepherd University also. Coach Kowalo up here in the press box with us.
Right, back to that play at third. Those are not as easy as you think they are. You know, you got to, in the back of your mind, you know you got to hurry up as that take a huge bounce. And by the time it comes back down, you got to hurry the throw. But third baseman took his time there, made a nice strong throw. As that second pitch up, ball 1.
Yeah, and you're also worrying, is the runner from third breaking? You know, am I gonna have to make a play at home? So you might have to take a quick glance at him, possibly take your eye off the ball. Line drive by Anderson, right to the shortstop of down there, Hayden Hughes. So, post one comes up with a run on one hit.
Hey, Blue.
They leave a couple. Your score after a half an inning. It's post 1-1. John Marshall coming to bat.
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit TechnoCapClosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to MikeW@MailAmerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America, trusted, growing, hiring.
All right, back here at the home of Wheeling Post 1 at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. We head to the bottom of the first. John Marshall Monarchs Travel won the toss. They elected to be home team here. So we're headed to the bottom of the first. Wheeling Post 1 comes up with a run in the top of the first. Big Rocco Dijon Domenico, the big horse out there on the mound for Wheeling Post 1. First pitch into Jesse McDowell's a called strike by our home plate umpire, Bob Furka. And that curveball from Dijon drops in there for strike 2. So Dijon quickly ahead in the count. Shakes off the sign from Selman. And 3 straight strikes to McDowell. He stands there and never swung the bat.
Yeah, that's not what you want from a leadoff hitter, but that's either way a Form Energy strikeout.
Form Energy strikeout. We got the Form Energy up here on the counter. These guys are drinking them. Whitey said he liked it. Whitey will be umpiring the next 2 games. Aaron White, the legendary Edison local star, West Liberty star. But Myers, he told me yesterday that Aaron White leads the country in walks. Myersy?
He currently does.
Has a single season and career record for walks.
That still stands today.
Still stands today, I believe.
Or he currently is holding the record.
He currently holds it. It's standing today. At least that's what he tells everybody.
I didn't know if he was still playing or not.
Hayden Hughes, 2 balls, no strikes, ahead in the count on Rocco. And he'll drive one into left field. Hayden Hughes, nice player. Base hit to left field. And that'll bring up Kane Martin. Kane, a solid catcher for John Marshall, now for Moundsville Post 3, and now the John Marshall Monarch travel team. Nice looking athlete. So Hayden Hughes with a 1-out single. Pitch from Dijon, sails outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Early in the game here, bottom of the first, 1-0, Post 1 leading. John Marshall Monarchs. And Rocco throws over to first. That's going to roll into right field. It's going to bounce off of the fence and roll into right field. So Dijon tries a pickoff move to first base, throws it wide of the bag. Henry Anderson couldn't get there. That ball was way wide.
Yeah, now Moundsville got a guy in scoring position with 1 out here.
Hit the fence, kicked out enough for Reese Davis to come in and corral it before Hayden Hughes could make his way to third. A lot of times you see that ball go down in the corner. That runner's going from corner to corner. But he wasn't able to make it. Pitch from Dijon. Martin takes a weak swing on a pitch that hit the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1-0. Post 1 leading. Post 1 trying to go 3-0 so far on the Beast of the East. Dijon looks in. The curveball drops in there nicely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dijon looks like he has that curveball working so far today. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the catcher, Kane Martin. Hayden Hughes on second base with the potential tying run. The pitch from Dijon, fastball up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hughes hustles back to second. He reached on a walk and then an errant pickoff throw by Rocco that let him advance into scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kane Martin. The pitch, and that curveball, swing and a miss. Nice looking curveball, and the Form Energy strikeout recorded by Rocco Dijon Domenico. We'll run down all of our sponsors here shortly.
That was a really nice pitch by Rocco. Located that curveball in the outer half. Kept it down. Swing and a miss here. 2 down for Post 1.
Looks like his curveball is very effective. It's biting pretty good today. There's another one to Lex Wilhelm. Lex has been out of baseball for a little while now. Come back to playing the Beast of the East. Always nice to see these guys that played back in the day back playing again.
Yeah, how about that? You're out of baseball for a little bit, then you're batting cleanup.
Yeah.
On Beast of the East weekend.
Soup Campbell did that for us.
Yeah, this is 19U, so you get a lot of college players that come back. I know we had a few that from West Liberty that came and helped us with some arms back in the day. That curveball.
That's going to hit
Wilhelm right in the heel.
Hit Wilhelm.
Hit his back.
Boy, that curveball way inside.
Yeah, that hit his back foot amazingly. Went between his legs and hit his heel as he kind of turned away from that. Hit him right in the heel.
So that'll put runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Mason Markinich, the second baseman. Nice-looking athlete. Big, husky kid. Moundsville Post 3 lost their first game today to U.S. Elite. U.S. Elite finally gets in the win column with a 9-1 victory on that curveball. Drops in there nicely. Markinich with a swing and a miss. So JM Monarchs trying to bounce back from that 9-1 5-inning loss to U.S. Elite. U.S. Elite with their first win after 2 losses yesterday. And there's a 1 hopper to Cover right up the middle, and he'll step on second base for out number 3. So JM threatens but cannot come up with anything. No runs on a hit. They leave 2. Your score after 1 complete. It's Post 1-1 John Marshall Monarchs travel, nothing.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV with full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com. Need to unplug, recharge, and reconnect with what matters? Then it's time to experience Glamp Life, a luxury outdoor retreat.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
All right, back here at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School, the home of Wheeling Post 1. We head to the top of the second. Wheeling Post 1 leadoff hitter here in a second, Jack Selman, fouls that first pitch off right at us up there in the press box. Selman played game 1 yesterday, sat out game 2. Doesn't usually nobody catches both games. He tripled his first time up in game 1, walked a couple of times. Knapp's second pitch curveball drops in there for strike 2. So Caden Knapp quickly out ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes on Selman. The 0-2 pitch. Nice job of fouling that off by Selman. Fouls it over the press box. No balls, 2 strikes. 1-0. Wheeling Post 1 leading. They are the visiting team. They lost the toss. Every game is decided by a coin toss to see who's home team. Pitch from Knapp. Low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Selman, a freshman at Wheeling. Definitely can tell he's a college player. Big, strong kid.
The 1-2 from Knapp. Curveball gets past Martin, goes to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Selman trying to get something going for Post 1. They have this innate ability of getting a leadoff guy on in an inning. And now Knapp was 0-2 on Selman. Selman's worked the count full. Knapp does definitely not want to lose Selman here and get this offensive juggernaut started, and he does with a ball way in the dirt. So Selman draws a leadoff walk, drew 2 walks yesterday in his only game he played. Got to bring up third baseman Rylan Robb. Rylan also headed to Shepherd University along with Henry Anderson. Robb is going to show bunt, and he is going to push it. Nice bunt. Back to Knapp. He checked second, but decided to get the out at first. So Rylan Robb with a nice sacrifice bunt.
Yeah.
Gets the job done.
We've seen all day yesterday, Post 1 able to bunt. We saw Upton do it a few times for a hit. A lot of fake bunt steals. So small ball, kind of the theme early here, but it's amazing. They do both. The top guys in the order can hit for power, but you also got guys like Braxton Billick and Rylan Robb that can put the bunt down. They can run. Upton can run. This like we said, this offense is a powerful offense, both small ball wise and power wise. And here's one of my favorite players to watch right here, Braxton Billick.
And try to catch him in between games and get some Get some comment. Kane Martin blocks.
Good read.
It, goes in front.
Really good read by Selman.
Selman reads the ball in the dirt, and he moves over to third. And rarely does post one leave a runner on third base with less than 2 outs. They find a way to get that runner in. And the corner or middle infielders are. Well,
Looked like they were going to go halfway,
I
but
did
they're
too,
back
but
up.
They back up. So they are going to concede a run. The corners are even. 1-0 post one leads, trying to add to that lead.
2-0 on Billick.
Jack Selman drew that lead-off walk. Moved up on Rylan Robb's sacrifice bunt, and then moved over to third on a wild pitch. That's where he stands with 1 out, 2 balls, 1 strike on the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Braxton Billick, probably the best 9 hitter in the state. And he is whacked in the back.
That's got to feel good.
Knapp hits him in the back, so things are starting to unravel early here.
Well, nothing hurt there. You know, you got 2 open bases. That does roll the order over to Upton, but that's 2 hit by pitches now for Knapp in less than 2 innings. See if Braxton's okay. Give him a second. That one hit him square in the back. That didn't glance off him. That just fell right down. We'll bring up leadoff man left fielder Chris Upton. He struck out his first time up. Uncharacteristic, like we said, as Knapp checks on the runner. Billick not in time. It's a balk. They're going to call a balk on Knapp. I don't know. See, they're explaining what happened. I don't know exactly what was called. We're going to get an explanation here. Umpire going to go talk to head coach, the JM Monarchs travel team. They're saying maybe he started his motion.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. Took the sign off. Okay. As Coach Meyer says, he took the sign off the rubber, and that is a balk. That's for sure. That's probably a long time since I've seen that called. But a good catch from our umpire. So post one will score a run as Upton squares the bunt, fouled off. So post one takes a 2-0 lead. I don't remember the last time that I've seen that called. Taking the signs off the rubber.
So Upton now, after the balk, Billick moves down to second. Selman walks home with the second run. Pitch to Upton, swing and fouled off to the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. I don't think that's the correct count, though. Maybe yeah.
Yeah, that is correct. I believe because he fouled off
That's
the first.
right.
Yeah,
Fine.
0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes. And that ball is lined to the
nice catch.
shortstop. Nice piece of hitting there by Upton to take the ball the other way, but lined it right at the shortstop, Hayden Hughes.
Yeah, Hughes took about 5 or 6 steps to his left, took a little leap. Nice play from Hughes.
And
I didn't think he actually was going to get to that ball.
Good base running out there by Braxton Billick. Once again, a lot of times you'll see a guy get doubled off running on contact there, but he saw the line drive, froze, and got back to second. So once again, a good play, good fundamental play by post one. That'll bring up Seth Cover. He was plunked his first time up right in the back.
If you're in the stream right now, if you're just listening on the Watchdog Radio Network, we are live on YouTube, youtube.com/Pine Room Studios. If you're in the chat in the stream right now, let us know where you're watching from, how you're spending your 4th of July, how you're doing as Cover takes ball 1 inside. Back to that line drive to Hayden Hughes. That's a tough play. Is that one off a lefty bat's kind of tailing back towards you? Hughes did a nice job to stay with it. Billick is going to take off to third. He's going to be out.
He's going to be out.
Nice throw.
Nice throw by Kane Martin. I tell you what, Kane Martin is a good catcher. He
Yeah,
is
and it
very good.
looks like Coach Salt maybe going to have a word with Billick. I don't really know why he's taken off there with 2 outs. I mean, you're already in scoring position. You got one of your best hitters up in Cover, but either way, post one gets a run on the board.
And at the end of 1.5, it's post 1-2. Moundsville 1-0.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Stasinski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
Looking for a smarter way to manage your business finances? James Taylor, CPA in Wheeling, West Virginia, is your go-to pro for hassle-free bookkeeping, payroll, tax prep, and more. Powered by secure cloud-based software. Accessible, efficient, personalized. With 15-plus years of experience, James brings peace of mind to your numbers so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business. Call 304-905-8372 or visit jamestaylorcpa.com. Accounting made simple, the way it should be.
All right, back here at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School. Post 1 adds to their 1-0 lead with a run on a balk. Take a 2-0 lead here, head to the bottom of the second. John Marshall Monarch travel team, the home team, they won the toss. Caden Knapp will lead off here in the bottom of the second. Nice throw from Kane Martin to cut down Braxton Billick.
Yeah, it was a really good throw.
Really
stepped
good.
up, cleared himself
Right on the money, too.
with a right-handed batter.
Third baseman.
Ball smoked.
And there's a shot. That's gonna find the gap, maybe. No. Nice job by Braxton Billick to cut that big hop off. As Knapp singles
Helping himself out.
to right center field. Braxton Billick did a great job of cutting that off to hold him to a leadoff single. That'll bring up Jacob Caesar playing center field this morning for John Marshall. 2-0. Post 1 leading. They are the visiting team. Dijon the pitch. He's going to try a bunt, and that is going to be a foul ball, just foul. It bounced at the plate, spun back, and Selman fielded it just behind home plate up in the air. Good call.
I say good call by.
Good call by home plate
Mr.
umpire Bob
Furka.
Furka. Paul Kearns out on the bases. He's the one that called that balk in the last inning that pushed a run across for Wheeling Post 1. So we'll try again. Caesar, no balls, 1 strike. Dijon throws over to first.
Not often you see the pitcher hitting for himself and the first baseman
Caesar-
DH for. He's gonna,
Caesar pulled back to
try to slash there. Was showing bunt, pulled it back, and took a swing, but was unsuccessful.
Rylan Robb was coming hard from third base. High fastball. Caesar swung and missed. So no balls, 2 strikes. Dijon up in the count. Caden Knapp leads off first after that leadoff single. 2-0. Post 1 leading. Bottom of the second. A pitch from Dijon. Curveball, swing and a miss. 1 out.
Form energy strikeout there. Nice curveball from Rocco. Again, got that curveball working.
3 of our 5 games played here at Patriot Field have been decided by the mercy rule. Post 1 won 2 of them by mercy rule yesterday, and then U.S. Elite mercy ruled Moundsville or John Marshall Monarchs in game 1 today. First pitch to Spencer South. is in there for a strike, so Rocco jumps ahead in the count.
Spencer South swinging a bat that I have not seen, and Coach Koala can probably back. That's a DeMarini Vexum. I swear I think that bat's from at least got to be 2011. I think I actually used to swing that back
I remember
a
that.
long time ago.
I remember
bat,
that orange lettering on it.
Yeah, that bat, that is an old bat. Yeah, that's one of those early. I think it's probably pretty hot. It looks pretty in good condition, too. Pretty glossy.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Spencer South. And a Form Energy strikeout. Out number 2, that high fastball from Dijon. Records out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. Caden Knapp after that leadoff single, still on first base with 2 outs. Hayden Geyser, the left fielder now, steps in, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. His first swing and a foul back, straight over the backstop.
I like that first pitch swinging, but after a leadoff single from Knapp, Rocco gets 2 quick strikeouts, trying to work out here, see if he can get another. As Rocco still checking over on Knapp. I think after 2 quick strikeouts here, you got to get right at the batter. Don't worry about Knapp.
The Form Energy strikeouts. Curveball misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Flags are still as can be. I've never seen the flags here at Wheeling Park literally not moving. Not one trace of wind up here on the hill. Very uncharacteristic. Curveball, 1-1 pitch, catches the outside corner. So Geyser falls behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rocco trying to strand Knapp at first base after that leadoff single. Dijon comes set. He kicks. He deals. Fouled straight back by Geyser. So he stays alive.
One thing I noticed, and this is just some things that myself notices. I love where Jackson Murray's playing right now. He stays back. Now on this turf, it plays quicker. He stays back into the outfield grass and creeps up to the dirt, not starts on the dirt. As that curveball in there, strike 3, a Form Energy strikeout from Rocco. Strikes out the side.
We are through 2 full innings. It remains Wheeling Post 1-2. John Marshall Monarchs travel nothing.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. Cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Stasinski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
All right, folks, back here at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School, home of Wheeling Post 1. We're through 2 innings. Post 1 leads 2-0. Post 1, 2 runs on a hit. John Marshall, no runs on 2 hits. Rocco Dijon Domenico has recorded 5 Form Energy strikeouts out of the 6 outs so far. Very dominating performance from Rocco so far, Jarrett.
Yeah, he, after that leadoff single from Knapp, just kind of bared down, and 3 straight strikeouts. He's looking good. That curveball is really working for him. He's able to locate it for a strike, or if he needs to, locate it down in the zone, get some swing and misses. So hopefully Rocco can keep it rolling here and get a few more runs with Seth Cover leading off for Post 1.
All right, headed to the top of the third.
Coach JM giving us a wave up here. Good to see him out here on this 4th of July.
Cover was at bat when
Yeah, Billick got thrown out at third.
Thrown out at third.
Caught stealing. Cover got hit square in the back with a fastball his first time up back in the first inning.
I bet I can see his back. I bet he's got quite a few bruises on his back.
Him and Billick both got hit squarely.
Swing and a miss from Cover. 1-1 strike.
I was kind of like Jubb. He was good for one of those a game. That or one behind the hitter.
They're good if they're effective. Like if you don't do it like 5 times. Curveball.
Well, probably the next pitch would have been a strike. Is that
sails outside?
Yeah, he would have thrown one behind the guy and then thrown the next pitch for a strike. He was just setting him up.
What is it?
Jubb telling us he's the only guy in the press box with a no-hitter thrown, that is a real thing. Producer Jubb did throw a no-hitter up in New York against, who was it, the Vermont state champs, I believe.
He's a pitch. And Cover, ground ball to third. Fielded down there. Thrown nicely across the diamond by the third baseman, Jesse McDowell.
What? Jesse McDowell, pretty nonchalant down there. That was an in-between hop. He just picked it easy, just stood straight up and just whipped it over. I mean, he hardly
perfect throw.
He hardly even moved his feet. That was amazing.
Just very casual down there. Like
I was like, all right, that wasn't an easy hop either. That was kind of an in-between hop that kind of handcuffed him a bit, but he handled it easy, like nothing even happened there. That curveball in there for strike one to Jackson Murray. Jesse McDowell, just nonchalant. Not the biggest guy either. That was a strong throw.
Pitch from Knapp to Murray. We've seen some uncharacteristic swings and misses from Cover and Murray here in this inning.
But it's early, 10:30. They're just getting woken up.
Well, we're not behind. Usually when we're behind, that's when they start hitting. So the pitch to Murray. Down low. 1-2 strikes on Jackson Murray, hitting above 600.
Yeah, I wish we could get those updated stats because
I'll get those from
yesterday morning before the 10:30 game. He was hitting 608, and then just all he did was go 2 for 2, I believe, in the first game, and then maybe 2 for 3 in the second game. So definitely raised. That's almost hard to even say. Raised his average from 608.
1-2 strikes on Murray, 1 out. Cover grounded out to third. Here in the top of the third, the pitch from Knapp. Low and away. Evens the count at 2-2. We're here in the top of the third inning. 2-0. Wheeling Post 1 leading John Marshall Monarchs travel team. 1 out. The pitch from Knapp. And that bounces about 4 feet in front of the plate. Kane Martin digs it out, so we go run it full. See what Knapp throws here to try to keep Murray off the base. The pitch, that's going to be low and away. So Murray draws his second walk of the game. That'll bring up Zade Billings. He RBI single through the left side. His first time up. Drove in the post 1 first run. Seth Cover scoring on that one. So interested to see if Murray runs here. Kane Martin's got a strong arm. I would imagine second baseman is covering on this because shortstop Hayden Hughes is very far away from second base.
See if Murray tries a delayed steal. We've seen him do it a couple times over the past couple days.
Now, you talked about where he called that.
That was a ball curveball. It was a nice spinner there from Knapp.
Curveball.
Called a ball.
1-1 strike. You said you liked where Murray was playing. I do not like where.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hayden Hughes is playing.
Back up.
There's a hard shot to second base. He is going to struggle to get there for the double play. Definitely not in double play depth, but that curveball falls in. 1-2 strikes on Zade Billings. Murray on first base. There he goes. He takes off. The pitch is fouled back. Murray had a great jump on that pitch from Caden Knapp.
Where Hughes is playing, there's 2 outs, so he doesn't need to be in double play depth. But with 2 outs, you got to give yourself.
There's 1 out, Jarrett.
Excuse me, there is 1 out.
Yeah, there's only 1 out.
That's right. Murray walked. Sorry. So there is 1 out. Yeah, he needs to be way. I know that Billings pulled one through the left side his last time up, but still got to be a little bit closer to the bag here. But probably hit a hard shot right at him and will be proved wrong.
Murray not running, and Billings takes that curveball for strike 3. Billings knew it right away. Took that
was a nice pitch.
First step out of the box. He knew that Knapp got him with the curveball. Don't think he must not have been looking curveball there.
Billings kind of backed up, kind of bucketed him a little bit, but a nice pitch from Knapp. 2 down. That was a form energy strikeout from Caden Knapp. As that pitch sails high, Murray will head down to second off the mid of Martin.
Way high on that one.
Bring up the right fielder, number 4, Reese Davis. Good number on his back.
Yeah. Runner in scoring position now for post 1. Pitch down low, I believe. 2 balls, no strikes on Reese Davis. Runner out there at second base, Jackson Murray. Pitch from Knapp in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-0. Post 1 leading here in the top of the 3rd. Knapp trying to keep that 3rd run from crossing the plate. Nobody holding Murray. Gets a big lead. Swing and a miss on a curveball from Reese Davis. That'll even account at 2-2 with 2 outs. Caden Knapp's curveball looks very good.
Yeah, he looks good on the mound, and I like Kane Martin behind the plate. He's always moving, always alert.
Nice player. Murray dancing around. Murray, there he goes. He's taking off for 3rd. Reese Davis going to reach out, hit a 1-hopper back to Knapp, and he'll easily toss over to first base for out number 3. So post 1, no runs on no hits. They leave 1. Your score remains after 2.5. It's post 1-2. John Marshall Monarchs travel 0.
Yeah, and I'll take a time to run down all of our sponsors real quick while we have the chance. I'll tell you a little bit about T&Y Payroll Pros, your hometown resource for expert tax, accounting, and financial services. Whether you're a business owner looking for smart bookkeeping solutions or just need help navigating your personal taxes, James Taylor and his team have the experience and dedication to get the job done right. Conveniently located in the Ohio Valley and trusted by clients for over 30 years, visit jamestaylorcpa.com to learn more, as well as TechnoCap Closures, Mail America, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Stasinski, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and Muxie Distributing. Our Form Energy up here in the booth. See if Jubb maybe can get a shot of us here from the other side. I'll lean out if you want to turn the camera, Jubb. Maybe we'll do it next inning to show you our Independence Day cans right in front of us. Thank you to them. Again, they're our strikeout sponsor. And then your starting lineups earlier this morning, brought to you by Mail America.
We move to the bottom of the 3rd. Post 1 still hanging on to that 2-0 lead. Bats are a little silent against Caden Knapp so far here today, as Post 1 only has 1 hit on the day through 3 innings. So Caden Knapp shutting down that vaunted Post 1 offense so far. But on the other side, Rocco Dijon has only given up 2 hits. He's struck out 5 so far here in game 1. He steps back up on the hill, and he'll face the leadoff hitter, Jesse McDowell, the 3rd baseman. The pitch from Rocco, curveball, catches the outside corner. Strike 1. 0 balls, 1 strike. And a fastball again catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. here on the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third. Jesse McDowell, the 0-2 pitch. And that fastball driven to right field for a base hit.
That's all, Mr. Nonchalant. Jesse McDowell just taking a fastball, 0-2, poke one through the right side. He's my favorite player for the Monarchs travel team.
I don't think Rocco liked that pitch, too.
Yeah.
He didn't get it up where he wanted. I think he wanted to go high fastball, and he put it right in the meat of the strike zone. And Jesse McDowell took that fastball to right field, laced it to right field. So the Monarchs' third hit of the day.
Fastball misses up to Hayden Hughes. It looked like maybe Seth Cover was expecting them to bunt Ryland down to third, coming in a little bit, and Seth has moved way over to his left towards first base. He said something to Jackson like, hey, you get the bag, maybe bunt here, but gotta hope not a hard shot to Murray because Seth won't be able to get over there, and they are going to bunt. Pull it back. Murray's going to cover.
Ball was a little bit low on the left field side of third. It bounced. Murray tried to get his tag over quickly and wasn't able to corral the ball. So that one hopper down there by Selman, not handled by Murray. So Jesse McDowell steals second. They take a page out of Post One's book on the fake bunt steal.
Joe saying our umpire called McDowell out at second. The ball's in center field. I actually didn't see it. I was watching the ball. They were saying, as well as I think Coach Meyer said that he called him out, but and then realized the ball was in center field. They're going to check on the swing.
So let's get
No
back
swing.
here. A little confusion here, but we're all set. Paul Kearns called the runner out, and 2 balls, 1 strike. So we're trying to get regroup. We're going to hit the reset button up here in the press box. We got some confusion. 2 balls, 1 strike.
So what the problem was there? They're trying to check the swing down there. Kearns, nobody knew that he checked, that they wanted to check on the swing as that one's lifted into left field.
Upton
will be there easily. But Hayden Hughes checked his swing. Selman wanted to appeal down to Kearns, but nobody was granted. They didn't check. Mr. Ferg behind the plate didn't give him the appeal. So Rocco was waiting to see if he swung or not, and then about 2 minutes after, finally was given the safe sign. So 2-1, but that didn't matter anyway. So.
Okay. So the fly ball to Upton in left field. McDowell stays at second base. That's Kane Martin. Kane struck out his first time up, swings at a curveball, misses. No balls, 1 strike. McDowell in scoring position, trying to get John Marshall on the board. That pitch from Rocco stays high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the third, 2-0. Post One leads here in our actual game 2 for Moundsville here in Beast East Friday, 4th of July Friday. Once again, we want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Hope you're going to enjoy the day. We're going to enjoy some baseball for a while up here. Not too bad. The heat has not been too bad so far. Kane Martin reaches out on a curveball and pops it to second base. Cover doesn't even have to move. He hauls in that pop-up for out number 2, and that'll bring up Lex Wilhelm. Wilhelm was hit in the foot on a curveball his last at-bat. McDowell on second after he singled and stole second. Rocco trying to keep that run from scoring. And Wilhelm drives one to center, deep to center. Billick on a run. That's going to get over his head and up against the wall. And that'll be an RBI double for Lex Wilhelm as he drives it over the speedy Braxton Billick's head in center field. Ball just kept carrying. No wind, but it kept going and going and going. And
yeah, I thought maybe off the bat he might have got it, but Braxton, I think kind of, he really had no shot at that ball. Actually landed pretty far behind him and to his right. But Lex Wilhelm.
The big lefty returning to play in the Beast of the East. Doubles
Gotta
after
feel-
being hit by a pitch in the first inning.
That's got to feel good for him.
And a ground ball from Markinich down to Henry Anderson, and he takes care of business, and that's the third out. But John Marshall Monarchs Travel cuts the lead in half with a run on a couple of hits. Your new score after 3 complete. It's post 1-2. JM Monarchs Travel 1.
Wheeling's favorite neighborhood hangout is still the place to be. Wakeham's Bar is under new ownership, but it's still the same great spot locals have loved for years. Famous for their world-renowned hot dogs and cold craft brews, Wakeham's is the perfect place to unwind, catch the game, or kick back to live music with friends. Come see what's new right in the heart of Wheeling at 2181 National Road. Same soul, new energy, only at Wakeham's Bar.
Looking for a place to grow your career? Mail America is expanding, and we want you on our team. We're a nationally trusted name in direct mail marketing, serving over 8,000 customers coast to coast. If you're hardworking, dependable, and ready to join a company on the rise, we want to hear from you. Send your resume today to MikeW@MailAmerica.com and take the first step toward a rewarding future with Mail America. Mail America, trusted, growing, hiring.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Okay, back here at Patriot Field on campus of Wheeling Park High School, home of Wheeling Post 1 baseball. It's American Legion baseball on a beautiful 4th of July on the Watchdog and on the live stream on YouTube and Pine Room Studios. We only have one camera operational right now. We're having some technical difficulties with our second camera, so we're going to replace that in between games. Hopefully get that up and running, get that one repaired. So we can move to the top of the 4th. Henry Anderson will lead off. Henry lined out the shortstop, and he is plunked by Cade Knapp, the third plunk of the game for Knapp. And that's not what you want to do after your team gets you a run to cut it to 2-1. You don't want to hit or walk at first guy, and he does.
Tell you what, those have not been little grazing hit by pitches either. Knapp has hit all three of these guys, Cover, Billick, and Henderson square. That one up and in, looked like it hit Henry in the shoulder there. That had to hurt. But you got a runner.
See if Selman bunts him over, trying to get in run, and Selman is looking to bunt, and he does. Nice bunt down the first base line. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy, that first baseman down there.
I'm going to call it a foul ball.
Bob Furca's going to call it a foul ball. I think first baseman down there, Owen Porter, was caught in between. That ball was definitely going to go foul, but he didn't know whether to go ahead and pick it up and tag him out.
Yeah, I think he definitely was. You're right. I think he was caught in between. Probably let it go foul, but either way, it doesn't matter. I think maybe he could have either come and got it and tagged him, but see if Selman can get it down again.
Selman's going to bunt again, and this time
Anderson going to take off.
Anderson's running a big jump, and Anderson is going to big Henry Anderson. I don't know if that's – I'd have to check the stats to see if that's his first SB of the year. Now Selman doesn't have to bunt, but he wants to definitely try to get him over to third with a ground ball to the right side or fly ball to the right side. Pitch to Selman, swing and a miss on a pitch down and away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Selman. Henry Anderson, big Hank on second after getting hit by a pitch. Stealing second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Knapp trying to get Selman here. The pitch and a fastball. Fastball is going to kick away from Martin. Selman didn't realize it. Didn't run right away. Martin hustles over, and that Form Energy strikeout. Out number 1 here in the top of the 4th, but on that ball that kicked away, Hank Anderson was able to move over to third base.
Yeah, it's just as good as a bunt now. Runner down at third with one out. See if Rylan Robb can come through. Looks like Moundsville JM Monarchs going to come in. We're just about even with the bag, so we'll call them in here.
Yeah, they're probably going to creep up onto the infield grass. First pitch to Robb, a strike. The next pitch, Robb lines it to second and shot to second. Fielded out there by Mason Markinich for out number 2.
Yeah, man, nothing you can do there from Robb. Hit it hard, but just right at Markinich. Markinich made a nice play, kind of fell over to his left, caught it on the fly, and Robb was out before he even left the batter's box.
Anderson wisely held at third, so he stays there for Braxton Billig. Knapp slips on the mound on that pitch, and ball sails high.
Martin going to go check if he's all right. I think
Paul Kern's walking in. I'm not sure.
he was. Actually, looks like Knapp wincing a little bit.
He slipped on the mound. Paul Kern's coming in to check on things, and he'll go back to his position. Kane Martin heads back to home plate. That was the first pitch to the number 9 hitter, Braxton Billig. He was hit with a pitch in the second inning.
Yeah, like I said, it was a square hit by pitch. Hit him right in the lower back. Billig can bunt for a hit here. Watch this.
And he may do that, but he is not.
He took a peek.
And he fly ball to right field. The right fielder drifting back, and he'll camp under it. And that right fielder out there, Lex Wilhelm, camps under it and records out number 3. So post 1, no runs on no hits. They leave 1. Your score after 3.5, it's post 1-2. JM Monarchs 1.
Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV with full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Stasinski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Happy 4th of July on a gorgeous day up here on the hilltop at Patriot Field, home of Wheeling Post 1. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tight ball game for Post 1 as they only lead John Marshall Monarch Travel Team 2-1. First pitch to Caden Knapp, in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Another legend making it up into the press box with us, Coach Stout.
Second pitch, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the leadoff hitter here, Caden Knapp. Rocco delivers, fouled off to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That first pitch was a ball.
Okay. I'm confused. My bad. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Everybody has now corrected me. Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike. My bad, folks. That curveball fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
as it's time for, I think, Jubb, listen, folks, Jubb ready to crack a Form Energy.
And that is not a Bud Light.
That is a Form Energy Screamin' Freedom flavor. Cherry, lemon, and blueberry. I had my first one yesterday. Really, really good flavor. Thanks to
Rocco's
Muxie.
2-2 pitch up high. Ball 3. Full count here on the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fourth. Caden Knapp 2-1, post 1, leading in a tight game. Finally got a nice close game here. Full count pitch from Rocco. And that curveball is going to be a one-hopper right back to him. Nice defense by Rocco as Caden Knapp bounces the full count pitch back to Rocco. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. That'll bring up Jacob Caesar. He struck out swinging. He was one of the 3 consecutive Form Energy strikeouts that Rocco had in the bottom of the second after giving a leadoff hit to Caden Knapp. Caesar plays his high school ball at John Marshall like most of these guys. Caesar swings, fouls it back towards us here in the press box.
I know I'm going to put the broadcaster's jinx on us, but we've seen some good defense in this game so far by both teams. Both pitchers doing a good job on balls back to them, composing themselves, flipping it over. You see some pitchers sometimes panic. There's that fastball in there from Rocco. You see a lot of pitchers when they get a comeback or panic, don't know whether they want to run it over and flip it or stay on the mound and throw it, but both those guys, Knapp and Dijon Domenico, have done a good job of composing themselves and making a nice strong throw over to first.
No balls, 2 strikes on Caesar. Dijon kicks, he deals. Up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1, post 1 leading John Marshall Monarch travel team. Good game here. Best one we've seen yet. The pitch from Dijon, curveball, hits in front of the plate. Selman blocks it up, keeps it right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jacob Caesar will be followed by Spencer South and Hayden Geyser here. If they can extend the inning, get the Geyser. The 2-2 pitch from Dijon. Curveball, swing and a miss by Caesar. So 2 down. And that is a Form Energy strikeout, and that is Rocco's 6th strikeout of the game.
Yeah, like we've seen, Rocco really got that curveball working for him today. Able to locate it, like I said earlier, for a strike, or if he needs to, just like he did, keep it down and have guys wave right over it.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Rocco trying to work a clean 1, 2, 3, 4th. That'd be his first one of the game so far. He kicks, he deals the 0-1. That's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Rocco not too happy about that one. Taking
He
a
walks,
little breath.
takes a little jaunt behind the mound. Now he's back up there. 1 ball, 1 strike on Spencer South. He struck out his first time. That curveball falls in there for strike 2.
Yeah, Rocco's feeling it right now. He might throw that same exact pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm saying fastball up. I think you're going to see a fastball. He shook whatever he got the first time. He just shook it off. He kicks. He deals. And he did go with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Spencer South. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Rocco's
digging in that glove right now. My goodness.
This has got to be a breaking ball. No, it's a fastball. Fouled, bounced up over the third base dugout.
We got to get somebody on it.
John Marshall in the third base dugout today.
Kim North's down there. He's not on a foul ball.
Post 1, usually in the third base dugout, but I think they took the first base dugout because of the shade. And the curveball, beautiful pitch on the outside corner. The Form Energy strikeout. And John Marshall, Rocco's 7th strikeout of the game. John Marshall goes 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the fourth. After 4 complete, it's post 1-2. John Marshall, Monarchs travel 1.
Yeah, and we'll keep it right here. Tell you, A little bit about TechnoCap Closures, a global leader in metal packaging with a proud presence right here in the Ohio Valley. From food and beverage to cosmetics and pharmaceuticals, TechnoCap manufactures high-quality closures and packaging solutions trusted by major brands around the world. With innovation, sustainability, and local jobs at the forefront, TechnoCap is helping shape the future of manufacturing. Learn more at technocapclosures.com, as well as all of our sponsors: TNY Payroll Pros, Mail America, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Stazensky, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and Muxie Distributing with Form Energy. Jubb just cracked a form here to my right. I think I'm going to wait maybe a couple more innings till I crack mine. That sounds really, really good, but you got to time up an energy drink right. You don't want to do it too early in the day because then when you crash. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here, Patriot Field, here in a moment.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. Cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
Looking for a smarter way to manage your business finances? James Taylor, CPA in Wheeling, West Virginia, is your go-to pro for hassle-free bookkeeping, payroll, tax prep, and more. Powered by secure cloud-based software. Accessible, efficient, personalized. With 15-plus years of experience, James brings peace of mind to your numbers so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business. Call 304-905-8372 or visit jamestaylorcpa.com. Accounting made simple, the way it should be.
All right, back here at Patriot Field. We're in the top of the fifth. Chris Upton, a leadoff hitter for post one. He'll lead off here in the top of the fifth. Showed bunt. Now he drives the line drive up the middle. Upton continues his red-hot hitting. He showed bunt his first at bat, or first pitch, pulled it back, took a ball, and then he laced the second pitch right up the middle. And that leadoff batter on for post one as they're about due to string a couple hits together. That's because that's only their second hit of the game. I would say we're probably fake bunt and run here, and we are. And the throw down from Martin is going to be not on time as Upton slides into second. And after a while, if I was watching post one enough, I would surely not be biting on this.
Without fail. They have not. I think they've been successful every single time that they've tried that fake bunt steal.
Pitch to Cover jams, and this might be trouble, but the pitcher, Caden Knapp, that ball could have been real trouble, and I almost got over his head. It was off his fist, just a little soft bloop that almost got over Knapp's head, but he was able to retreat and make an over-the-shoulder, very nice catch to record out number one.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Knapp.
Yeah, because he sort of had to get back up over the mound, so it's a good chance he could trip there. So
yeah, if that would have fallen, that would have been some trouble because that had some spin on it.
Oh, nice read by Upton. Kane Martin, a ball in the dirt, the first pitch in the dirt. Kane Martin made a great block. Upton was ready to break for third, but Martin kept it right in front of him. Good play all the way around. Jackson Murray at the plate. He's walked twice. He's about due to rip one into the alley. The 1-0 from Knapp. Wouldn't be a bad walk on his part right here. Zaid Billings on deck. Zaid 1 for 2 on the day. Murray 0 for 0 with 2 walks, 2 balls, no strikes. Upton on second base at the leadoff single and a stolen base. The pitch from Knapp. Murray takes a fastball in there, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1, post 1, leading in a tight ball game.
Actually, after yesterday, Murray is below 600.
Oh, man.
598.
598, Murray.
Disappointing.
And there
Upton
goes
takes
Upton
off.
takes off. A nice throw down. Nice pick down there. Nice pick by McDowell, but couldn't get the tag around quick enough. Upton slides in safely.
Man, that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought Upton had that easily, but Martin made a nice throw and even a better pick down there by Jesse McDowell, Mr. Nonchalant, and picked it. And tell you what, if we had replay, I might take a look at that. It was pretty quick.
Three balls,
close.
one strike. John Marshall brings her infield in. Pitch to Murray, and he lines this into the right field alley, and that is going to kick around in the corner. Murray round in second. He almost trips. He is going to walk into third with a triple. Jackson Murray, once again, a huge hit down the right field line for an RBI triple. Chris Upton scores the third run.
That's just so good.
And
So
Murray,
we're going to have a discussion here. The ball was out. I think that ball is well fair from my angle.
huh?
I think that ball was
Aaron White up here.
Well fair.
He'll be up umpiring the next two games. He said it was well fair. Jarrett says definitely fair.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised that ball stayed in the park. I thought it was going to bounce over for a ground rule double, but
Coach Tyler Hughes didn't like the call at all. But everybody up here in the box said it was definitely a fair ball. So anyway, RBI triple for Jackson Murray and Zade Billings. Now with a chance to add to the 3-1 lead for post one. And Billings' first swing fouled off to the right side.
it's just so good from Jackson Murray. He's able to go left center alley, right center alley. That one down the right field line just kept it fair. I mean, the kid can do everything right now. It's amazing. And he's not just hitting singles and little bunts or whatever. I mean, he's driving balls, doubles, triples, homers.
And they're going to be a play at the plate here. The high throw. They're going to get Murray in a rundown. It's a ground ball to second. There's a rundown. The pitcher covers behind him, and he's going to run Murray down. And on the tag, he is going to get him out. It was a ground ball to second. Murray hesitated for a minute, and then he took off. Then the throw home from Mason Markinich was high, but by that time Murray had already stopped and gotten in a rundown. And in the meantime, Billings got down into scoring position, but John Marshall executes the rundown as Caden Knapp wisely come in and backed up Kane Martin in the rundown. So
I'm a little surprised there. Jackson Murray, I think if he takes off and tries to just go straight home, he might have been safe, especially with that throw from Markinich was high. It looked like Murray almost wanted to get hung up.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's a tough call when
well,
I don't know if they –
you're either running on contact or not running.
Yeah, and I think it looked like he was caught in between there, but at least got Davis down to second.
First pitch Billings.
Billings down to second.
Reese Davis, first pitch, strike. So I don't know what Murray was thinking there. I don't know. He hesitated, and he saw something, and he picked off attempt at second. Oh, almost picked off Zade Billings at second base.
I like the attempt, though. I like the try there from
Billings.
John Marshall. Billings was pretty far off the bag. Second baseman was right there.
Billings now gets the oven mitt on. Didn't have it on early. Thank goodness he didn't jam his finger there. Reese Davis swinging a foul back. No balls, 2 strikes on Davis. Pretty nice couple plays here by John Marshall. Play at home and then nice pickoff attempt. Almost had Billings at second. So no balls, 2 strikes on Reese Davis. The pitch from Knapp. And that's a fastball right there for strike 3. Reese Davis caught looking as a Form Energy strikeout. Caden Knapp was with his 3rd strikeout of the game, but post one gets that run back that John Marshall got in the 3rd inning. So we're to 4.5. Your new score, it's post 1-3. John Marshall Monarch Travel 1.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. Cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
Looking for a hometown insurance agency you can trust? Since 1999, Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services has been protecting families and businesses in the northern panhandle of West Virginia and eastern Ohio. We're independent, giving you choice from top-rated national and regional carriers. And guided by a concierge-level experience, our energetic, honest, and determined team puts customers first every time. For home and auto to life and business insurance, we build relationships that matter. Need to pay a bill or access your policy online? It's easy with us. Protect your future with the agency you'd recommend to a friend. Call Bernie Glenn Insurance and Financial Services today at 304-277-3239 or visit BernieGlennInsurance.com. Bernie Glenn Insurance, building relationships, protecting futures.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit TechnoCapClosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
Okay, headed to the bottom of the fifth. Post 1 leading 3-1. American Legion baseball on a gorgeous 4th of July Friday. A lot of people out watching baseball, taking in the sunshine. Not too humid so far. First pitch to Hayden Geyser. Strike. The second pitch also in there for a strike. So big Rocco Dijon jumps quickly ahead in the count on the number 9 hitter. No balls, 2 strikes. Hayden Geyser struck out looking his first time. The pitch from Rocco fouled right back at us here in the press box. Number 9 hitter, post 1 leading 3-1.
Can imagine. I don't know Rocco's pitch count, but I would imagine he's got a pretty long leash today.
Yeah, because
hopefully save that bullpen.
Yeah, because he won't pitch anymore. And the number 9 hitter, Hayden Geyser with a base hit up the middle. Big leadoff single there. Brings a potential tying run to the plate. And leadoff hitter Jesse McDowell. McDowell struck out looking his first time, singled his second time up. So post, I want to keep calling them post 3, but they're being called John Marshall Travel, Monarch Travel here in the Beast. Won't go away here. Pitch from Rocco up high.
Mr. Nonchalant here.
To
Jesse McDowell.
McDowell. Bob Furka back there calling the balls and strikes.
See what Moundsville decides to do here. Your JM Monarchs travel team decides to do here. McDowell was looking down, getting some signs. I would imagine they probably won't run here. Still down 2. Don't think they would bunt.
Wouldn't run here. Not much of a lead. Not bunting. Second pitch from Dijon in there for a strike on the outside corner to Jesse McDowell. Gorgeous day up here on the hilltop. Flags moving a little bit. Not much for characteristic of post 1. And the delayed steal. And he may be out. No, he's going to be safe. A delayed steal from Hayden Geyser. Selman with a nice throw to second. Murray just a tad late with the tag. And Geyser with the delayed steal moves into second. Moundsville just stealing some pages out of
that was
One's
a
book.
Gutsy call there.
2 balls, 1 strike on the leadoff hitter, Jesse McDowell.
Especially, again, with the leadoff guy up.
Rocco down and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. So JM Monarchs Travel here making some noise, trying to rally here a little bit.
McDowell, if I'm him, I'm looking absolutely dead red fastball here.
3 balls, 1 strike to pitch. And there it was. It's going to be a ground ball to Murray. Runner's going to advance to third, but Murray easily throws over to first base for the first out. Good base running there by Hayden Geyser as he could put the ball behind him, so he knew Murray wouldn't try to throw him out. Murray wisely took the safe route, threw over to first, and got the first out. That moves Hayden Geyser up 90 feet. And he's 90 feet away from making this a 3-2 game is Hayden Hughes, who singled and flew out to left field his last time. Number 2 hitter in the lineup, the shortstop.
This one going to play about halfway here. So if something hard at him, see how JM Monarchs decide to play this, if they're going to go on contact or see it through. Something hard, you got a chance at home. Probably, if I'm JM, something in the middles, you're going, corners, you're staying put.
Hayden Hughes takes that curveball for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kicks away from Selman a little bit, but not enough to let Hayden Geyser chug home for the run.
Huge hole on that left side as Murray shaded towards the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike on a number 2 hitter, Hayden Hughes. Curveball, that's going to kick and then go up against the fence, and Hayden Geyser will score easily as that pitch kicked off of Selman and went way high, and once it hits the net, it dies, whereas when it stays low and hits that pad, it's got a chance of coming back and make a play, but that one hit the net and died right there, so Moundsville works for a run.
Yeah, I think that might have hit the plate and then hit Selman and bounced real high, like you said, hit the net. That fastball in there from Rocco for a strike. Yeah, I think it hit the plate and then hit Selman. Might have hit his wrist or maybe his helmet and went way about halfway up the net.
And a curveball in the dirt, blocked by Selman for strike 3 and thrown down to first for the Form Energy strikeout. Rocco DeJohn's 8th strikeout of the game. New score now, 3-2. So we got a battle here, folks. This is a good game, good test. Finally, post one's in a good game here. Kane Martin now batting. He popped up to second his second time and struck out in the first inning. Rocco rocks and deals. Fastball in there for a strike. Two outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2, post 1 leading. Fastball. That's going to be about a 4-hopper to the sure-handed Seth Cover. Throws over to Henry Anderson for the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 5th. But JM Monarchs travel, scratch for a run. They cut the lead now to 3-2. We head to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Craving the great outdoors without giving up the comforts of home? Come camp with style at Glamp Life, your luxury retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Explore scenic trails, relax on a sandy beach, or fish in a private lake stocked with bass, bluegill, and more. Stay in lakeside A-frames, forest cabins, a retro Airstream, or roll in with your RV with full hookups and a dump station ready. Just minutes from Cambridge and a quick drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, or Cleveland. Glamp Life is your next unforgettable escape. Book today at glamplife.com. Retreat just south of Salt Fork State Park. Nestled in the rolling hills of Ohio, Glamp Life is where modern comfort meets natural beauty. Stay in a handcrafted A-frame cabin overlooking a private lake. Cozy up in a vintage Airstream or bring your own RV. We've got full hookups and a dump station ready for you. Only 15 minutes from Cambridge and just a short drive from Columbus, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and West Virginia. Your escape is closer than you think. Spend your days hiking scenic trails, lounging on a sandy beach, or casting a line in peaceful catch and release waters filled with bass, catfish, bluegill, and more. Whether you're planning a team-building retreat, a family adventure, or a quiet weekend away, Glamp Life helps you experience the outdoors without sacrificing comfort. Book your getaway now at glamplife.com, where nature meets luxury and peace of mind is just a click away.
All right, back here at Patriot Field. Happy 4th of July to anybody listening, anybody tune in on a live stream. Hope you're enjoying the day so far. Early on in the day, hope you have picnic plans, family gathering plans, swimming pool plans. Make sure you just enjoy celebrating the independence of our wonderful country. And if you see a veteran, as always, no matter what, thank them for their service and what they do for our country. So we are here able to play this game because of those people. So we go to the top of the sixth. Henry Anderson leading off. Hit by a pitch last time. Lined out to short his first time up. 3-2. Good game here. Caden Knapp throwing a dandy. Has only allowed 3 hits by post 1. Anderson swing and a miss. And you got to remember, folks, JM has the home field advantage here as they won the toss and picked home field. So big game here. 3-2. Post 1 leading. The pitch. And again, unbelievable. Hit by a pitch. Hits Anderson right in the ribs. The 4th hit batsman for Caden Knapp. Knapp was up 0-2 in that 1-2 in that count. Was he up 0-2, Jared, or 1-2?
He was up
0-2
and then
Jeez,
hit him. That's the second one for Anderson. Looked like it hit him about the same spot. He actually wasn't too happy about it, but obviously not intentional from Knapp.
Not at all.
On an 0-2 pitch,
well,
down
not
to 1.
a 3-2 game. Yeah. So see what happens here. Selman again, a
Oh,
bunt,
man.
but he's not going to have to as Knapp's going to throw it over his head. It's going to go all the way to the backstop.
That one
Selman
interesting.
squared the bunt, and that thing was way up and over his head. So Anderson, as the last time Selman was up, was on second base after a wild pitch. Almost another wild pitch as Knapp bounces one up there. Kane Martin goes out and hauls it in. 2 balls, no strikes. Selman's job now is to get Anderson over that big insurance run for post 1. Standing on second base. The pitch from Knapp. That's down low. That kicks away, but not far enough for Anderson to advance. So 3 balls, no strikes on the catcher, Jack Selman, hitting 7th in the order. Henry Anderson on second base. The pitch way up high. So Knapp all of a sudden, after going 0-2 on Henry Anderson, hit him and then a 4-pitch walk that wasn't even close. That is amazing how we've seen it all year. Just pitchers in situations where they seem to be in total control just totally lose it.
Yeah, and we're going to have our first conference here on the mound. John Marshall Monarchs travel team. While
Coach Tyler Hughes headed out there in his red top.
Yeah,
all the infielders gathered up. Jarrett, you want to run
yeah,
down
I'll take a little time and tell you about Mail America, who was our starting lineup sponsor earlier this morning. Mail America, one of the nation's leading direct mail production companies, proudly based right here in the Ohio Valley for over 35 years. Mail America has delivered fast, affordable, and effective direct mail services for clients across the country. From design to delivery, they handle it all under one roof when it comes to direct mail that gets results. Trust the experts at mailamerica.com.
That's our good friend Rick Delesk.
Mail America.
He's a good man. He's involved in a lot of things, and he's a successful businessman. So Rylan Robb probably going to try to move these guys up 90 feet for the always reliable Braxton Billick on deck. Robb is going to square. And, that's a dandy bunt. That is going to be that is a great play.
What a play.
What a phenomenal
Caden
play.
Knapp. My goodness.
By Caden Knapp. Rylan Robb with an absolute picture-perfect bunt in between third and a pitcher, but Knapp dove to his right, gathered himself, and was able to throw Rylan Robb out at first base. That was a very athletic play.
That was a really, really good, reeling on both ends because Ryland, that's exactly what he was trying to do. He tried to bunt it hard past Knapp, and Knapp with a beauty play. You don't see that often where a pitcher dives and makes a play. What a play by Caden Knapp. My goodness.
Got to bring up Braxton Billick. Runners on second and third now. Big insurance runs for post 1. Out on third is Henry Anderson, and second, Jack Selman. Infield for Moundsville, up on the grass. No balls, 1 strike on Billick. The pitch, curveball in the dirt. Kane Martin picks it out of the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 6th, 3-2, post 1 leading. over JM Monarchs travel.
Kane Martin got to be a wall back there. His Knapp's been a little bit wild.
Pitch from Knapp. That's going to be popped up. Is that going to stay in play? It's headed towards first base line.
Man, looked like that could have been caught from what I could see from here. Looked like that hit in play.
I got blocked out. Maybe the fence obviously got in first baseman Owen Porter's way there. That would have been a huge out for John Marshall if they could have made that play. They could have sent their defense back. Got picked up a big out there, but Billy stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners in scoring position. The pitch from Knapp. The curveball. That's going to be grounded to short. Oh, boy.
So Anderson stayed put. No score.
Yeah, it was Reese Davis, or I'm sorry, Jack Selman almost got himself in trouble as he took off for third, but the shortstop Hayden Hughes had to come in to get it. Didn't have a play on Selman, so he wisely went to first base. Got out number 2, that huge out number 2. Both runners hold. And that ball hit. That ball was in the dirt and hit Bob Furco right in the leg, or that would have went to the backstop. So Bob Furco saved a run for post 1 there as the ball hit his leg and stayed at home plate. Ball in the dirt, so 1 ball, no strikes. On Chris Upton, the leadoff hitter. Upton with a single his last time up, a line drive up the middle. Lined out the shortstop his second time up.
Looked like Moundsville might have had a pickoff play there. Shortstop moved over, then Knapp stepped off.
The pitch to Upton stays outside. 2 balls, no strikes. This is dangerous territory here for Caden Knapp with the hot-hitting Chris Upton at the plate.
I'd almost think about walking Upton here. You know, it doesn't get any easier with Cover up, but at least gives you a play, a force
base.
out.
Yeah, I would. Nice throw down there to third. Snap throw from Kane Martin down to Jesse McDowell, but Anderson gets back safely. Yeah, I wouldn't pitch to Upton here. I wouldn't chance throwing a fastball to him.
Yeah, you might as well just put him on, really.
Yeah, I would. You're right. And then you have a play at every base. But he throws a fastball down the middle, so Upton probably glad he's going to be hitting here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. 3-2. Post 1 leading. Critical juncture in this game, folks. This is a big-time at-bat for Chris Upton and a big-time at-bat for Caden Knapp. The pitch way outside, ball 4. So not a bad walk. Not that he was trying to walk him, but I don't think that's a bad walk at all. Because you get a ball in the hole now to shortstop, he can go to third. You know, you get a tough play down the line. The third baseman can step on third, something up the middle. They can have a play at second. So it gives you play at every bases. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. The pitch from Knapp to Cover. That's going to stay upstairs. Ball 1. Boy, he don't want to fall behind Cover and then have to feed him fastballs. 1 ball, no strikes. Big part of this game, folks. Big momentum part of the game. The pitch from Knapp.
Oh,
and
my
that's gonna
goodness.
hit Cover right in the helmet. And once again, Seth Cover is hit by a pitch.
Knapp's down. I think he's cramping. He was trying to, right before that pitch, I noticed that he was trying to stretch his quad. And I don't know if that is what's wrong right now. He's down on the ground. I think he is hopefully just cramping. As that pitch hit Seth Cover again, second hit by the pitch for Cover, hit him right in the helmet.
Well, Coach Hughes is going to help him right up to his feet. See if
Knapp all right.
See if he's able to continue. Tyler Hughes out there, the coach of the John Marshall travel team.
Gonna take a drink of water.
And Cover hit once again, this time in the helmet. Bounced way up, but Cover seems to be okay.
Yeah, but post one does score. Looks like they are going to go with a different pitcher here. I think maybe Owen Porter, first baseman, going over to change his glove. Maybe going to head to the mound.
Yeah, we'll see here.
Knapp still, hands on his knees. Oh, it's hot out there on that turf.
All kind of gloves changing here. Knapp
Yeah,
is,
so it looks like Knapp is going to go to first.
Knapp is limping.
Yeah, I think that's hopefully all it was a cramp. So Knapp is going to go to first. Mason Markinich, the second baseman, is going to go to
stopping
first.
the time now because of that injury? Or
No, we don't stop it.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that,
The
Jared.
second baseman, Markinich, going to go to the mound. Caden Knapp heading over to first, and then Owen Porter, the first baseman, will go to second base, it looks like, or maybe third. So we'll see once they break their huddle behind the mound, see where all of our defensive change. Outfield's going to stay the same. There's just some shifts here in the infield.
So Mason Markinich to the final line score on Caden Knapp. 5 2/3 innings. Gives up 4 runs. He's responsible for all the runners on bases now. His bases are loaded. He hit 5, walked 3, and struck out 3. You would think with a post 1 offense like that, with hitting 5 and walking 3, that they'd have more than 4 runs up on the board, but he limited them to 3 hits. He's limited post 1 to 3 hits. Mason Markinich will come in now and try to put out this fire, but what a time to come in as you got to face, now you got to face Jackson Murray.
The base is loaded, so it's Markinich on the mound. McDowell goes over to second. Porter goes from third to first, and then Knapp heads over to first from the mound. So everybody but the shortstop switching positions for the Monarch travel team. And here we go, Jackson Murray with the bases loaded.
Big trouble here for Markinich. He's in a very difficult spot. The pitch to Murray. That's up high, ball 1. Bases are juiced. Selman down at third. Upton at second. Cover at first. Murray with a chance to give the post 1 some breathing room. The pitch. That's going to be up high, ball 2. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous territory here for Mason Markinich.
Kind of a rock and a hard place because
no place to put him, but
you don't want to walk him. But it's a 2-0 pitch, and you do not want to go 3-0, that's for sure.
The pitch, 2-0, and that's in there for a strike. Murray taking all the way
Yeah,
there.
there was a little surprise there, but I
Surprising.
understand.
Way he's
come in
been
first.
swinging, I thought he'd, like you said, dead red fastball, which that was. I thought he'd be hacking.
Don't worry, he'll be ready to go on this one
He'll
now.
go on this one. So 2-1 pitch, big pitch in this game, folks. Markinich kicks, he deals. Murray almost bites on that high fastball, but lays off. 3 balls, 1 strike.
It's a really good hold by Murray because 2-1, you know he's going to come with a fastball. Fastball up kind of at your eyes. Your eyes light up. It looks like a meatball, but good hold by Murray, and now you're 3-1.
Markinich's pitch. He came hacking there, fouled straight back. So everybody be on the move now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 4-2, top of the 6th. Post 1 trying to get some insurance here. Markinich trying to keep JM at bay here, trying to keep it a 4-2 game. Reachable game, but very difficult spot. The pitch, the runner's off. And a line drive base hit for Murray into right center field. That'll play 2, and that'll put runners at the corners.
No, that's going to clear him.
Oh, that's going to clear the bases. Okay, I thought Cover would hold at third, but the throw in was sort of weak and right to second. So Coach Castello said, send them all. So once again, Jackson Murray delivers like nobody else I've ever seen wearing the post 1 uniform, as he has broken the game open now, ladies and gentlemen, with that big 3-run single. Rarely do you say a 3-run single.
Yeah, bases clearing single because the runners were off with a pitch. It was 3-2, 2 outs, and Cover coming around easily. Actually came in standing.
Yeah, I guess the throw in, I was watching Cover. The throw in was just sort of just a nonchalant throw into the middle infield, and they sort of must have forgotten about Cover. So all 3 of those runs will be credited to Knapp. Markinich, Farka takes a good look at it and calls it a strike.
It's almost now that you're surprised if Murray makes an out. I mean, if he doesn't get a hit, it's like, oh my gosh, is he all right?
Nothing is cheap that he hits either.
Two for two again for Murray. 2 walks.
4 RBIs.
Triple, double. I think he's back over 600
Actually, it was
now.
a single, triple,
Or
and
yeah,
single.
excuse me,
Yeah,
triple
I
and a
can't-
single.
It's tough to
I
say.
keep thinking that he
3-run single.
3-run single.
And Zade Billings now at the plate. Murray takes off. The throw down from Martin is not going to be in time as Murray, now he gets a 3-run single. Now he steals second. He just keeps, that's his 3rd stolen base of the day also. So another interesting day for
Yeah, it's just another day at the office for Jackson Murray.
business-like day for Jackson Murray is now post 1 leads 7-2. Billings swings and misses, and that will finally end the top of the 6th. That was a Form Energy strikeout, but post 1 scores 4 runs on that big 3-run single from Jackson Murray. Your new score after 5.5. Post 1 now leading 7-2 over JM Monarchs.
At TechnoCap, we're not just making closures, we're shaping the future of sustainable packaging. From beverage and beauty to pharmaceuticals and household goods, our metal closures are trusted by leading brands around the world. With a global reach and a local presence right here in Glendale, West Virginia, TechnoCap combines innovation, precision, and environmental responsibility. Discover the power of performance-driven packaging. Visit technocapclosures.com, where great products begin at the top.
If your business needs an ATM, call the ATM man, Stan Staszynski, a former Post 1 player and proud supporter of Wheeling American Legion Post 1 baseball. Need it fast? The ATM man offers same-day ATM placement. Are your credit card processing fees too high? Call the ATM man today at 304-215-3165. Locally owned but local service. Whether you need credit card processing or ATM placement, call the ATM man at 304-215-3165. That's 304-215-3165.
For over 140 years, Belmont Savings Bank has been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbor, your supporter, and ingrained in your community. From cheering at Little League games to supporting our local schools and businesses, we've been here, growing together. And it's all because of you. Your trust, your dreams, your everyday moments help keep Belmont Savings Bank moving forward. So let's keep writing this story together. And when it's time to start your next chapter, Belmont Savings Bank will be here to lend a hand. Belmont Savings Bank. How may we help you today?
Okay, back here at Patriot Field on the campus of Wheeling Park High School, home of Wheeling Post 1. It was a tight game for 5 innings, but Post 1 came through with 4 runs in the top of the 6th inning to break this one open. And there's a line shot to start the bottom of the 6th inning from Lex Wilhelm. That's going to be his, well, I was going to say a second double, but he is going to motor into third with a triple. So Wilhelm with a double and a triple today.
All right.
Thank
Lex
goodness for
Williams.
those insurance runs.
Would you say Lex has been out of baseball for a while?
Yes, he has,
Right.
but he's swinging a good bat here today. So he triples to lead off the bottom of the 6th. You say you got a shout out, huh?
Yeah, we got a shout out here in the stream. Jim Stagel. Hello, watching from Denver, North Carolina. Appreciate the broadcast. Thank you. Well, thank you, Jim, for tuning in. Glad you can watch all the way from Denver, but not Denver, Colorado. Denver, North Carolina. Where's Denver, North Carolina? Any idea?
Boy, that's.
Maybe Jim can tell us.
Say out. It's close to Chapel Hill,
I'm going to say Denver's near Greenville.
Durham.
I'll say Greenville.
Second pitch from Rocco to Martinez.
We had I can't remember who was in here yesterday. It was from somewhere between Wake Forest and I can't remember where else they said. Northwest of Charlotte, Jubb says. So that is where Denver, North Carolina is.
So Rocco falls behind Mark, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Man, I'll tell you what, we're lucky that we got those 4 runs in the top of the 6th because Rocco.
Ball 4.
4-pitch walk here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So that's puts runners at the corners. It'll bring up Caden Knapp. Knapp had a nice outing pitching. Slipped and hurt himself.
Have
And
a visit here from Coach Henry Jubb. We have some information on Denver, North Carolina. Would you like this to share? Jubb's hopping on the producer. Jubb is hopping on the mic. He has some information on Denver, North Carolina. Although we're telling Jim like Jim doesn't know. We'll just tell everybody else out there.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is information that's true or right, but I just looked it up. Dry Pond, or Denver was at one point known as Dry Pond. For some reason, I don't know, maybe Jim can answer this. There's a massive metal statue of it looks like a black widow. When you look up
maybe
Dry
it's a
Pond.
relative of the Mothman.
Yeah, it's a big. It's like a big spider statue. So maybe Denver, North Carolina is known for spiders.
We'll stay on here, Job.
Yeah.
1st and 3rd. Nobody out for JM here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to threaten to get back in this thing, trailing 7-2. 1st and 3rd, no outs. Caden Knapp at bat, 1 ball, no strikes. Rocco in a bit of a mess here, trying to work out the pitch in there for a strike. What is the statue of, Job?
It's just a big spider.
Yeah, it's the Black Widow spider of stainless steel. It's in Denver, North Carolina. A neighbor exterminator company named Innovative Pest Management wanted a big bug to draw attention to its roadside location, but not a cartoon bug. So it hired a local race car designer turned sculptor Dave Simpson, and he created a nightmare big Black Widow spider of gleaming stainless steel.
All right, very interesting fact. I wonder if Jim knows that.
Said he perched the arachnid with its 8-foot-long crab monster legs and bulbous behind on a granite boulder, which was then placed on the business's front lawn in 2010.
All right, well, thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean that's
history
it
lesson.
is a
Awesome.
really cool looking spider.
How much do you think the spider and its boulder that's standing on weighs?
1,800 pounds.
And the boulder.
Yeah.
1,800
like,
pounds.
ooh,
We're back here to
couple
action
tons.
real quick, and then we'll get back to that.
3 tons.
Pitch to Caden Knapp, swing and a miss. And Rocco grabs his hamstring now. And a swing and a miss for Knapp. Knapp limps back to his dugout, and Rocco grabbed his leg after that strikeout. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
looks like
And
that's going to be the day
that's
for
going to be it for
Rocco.
Rocco as he grabbed his hamstring as soon as that pitch.
Yeah, and obviously it is hot out there. There's no clouds in the sky today, so that sun is just beating down on that turf. But a great outing for Rocco. Don't know if he would have been able to go any longer, but either way, really, really good outing for Rocco DiGiandomenico.
Looks like Tucker Doty coming in. A final line score on Rocco gives up two runs on 6 hits. He's responsible for both guys on base. Hit 1, and he struck out 9. And he walked 1, and that walk was here in this inning and hit a batter. So solid outing, and Tucker Doty will take over, try to close this thing out. I think we're probably approaching the time limit in the game.
Yes, this game started at 10:30. It is currently
It started at 10:15.
or 10:15. That's right.
Official
Excuse
time
me.
was 10:15.
Yeah, 10:15. It is now 12:10. So we are coming up here on the time limit. But we'll roll down our sponsors one more time. TNY Payroll Pros, TechnoCap Closures, Mail America, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Bernie Glenn Insurance, ATM Man Stan Stazensky, Wakeham's Bar, Schmidt Brothers Sunoco, S&D Painting, Glamp Life, Tenant Law Office, Belmont Savings Bank, and Muxie Distributing with our Form Energy. We got our forms up here, not our FORM or PHORM energy drinks, Screamin' Freedom flavor. It's a cherry, lemon, and blueberry with other natural flavors. I had one yesterday. I'm going to crack one here in a little bit, probably for game 2 after this, which will start. What about it'll be 1:15 now, I guess? Will we move the game up?
To see with Clarington how they are with their out hitting in the cage. Post 1 will want to get their guys something to eat and rest a little bit. So I would imagine, depending on when this game opens or ends, I would say would probably start around 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Here are some fun facts about American Legion baseball.
Job real quick. Jim says he's been here in Denver 30 years. He's never heard of dry. He's heard of dry pond, but not the spider.
Okay, well let's get back to action, and we'll get back to those fun facts. As there's one out here in the bottom of the sixth, 7-2, post one leading. Jacob Caesar at the plate. First pitch from Doty is outside, ball one. Coming up on the time limit here, Aaron White has the official time. Coach Myers along with him. One out, runners at the corner, 7-2, post one leading. Runner from first. Going, Caesar fouls this pitch down first base line. Markinich will have to trot back. Job, give us a couple quick facts.
What percentage of current Major League Baseball players do you think played American Legion baseball?
I'll tell you what, it's more than people know. It's more than people think. Dawn Tennant says how many?
Let's see. There's that curveball misses inside from Doty. 30%.
Currently more than 50%.
Oh, wow.
Do you hear that, guys? 50%, more than 50% of Major League Baseball players have played American Legion baseball. That's awesome to hear.
That is great to hear.
2-1 pitch from Doty. Swing and a miss from Caesar. That's fouled back.
Out of Ted
Swing and a
Williams,
foul back.
out of Ted Williams, Greg Maddux, Chipper Jones, Albert Pujols, and Justin Verlander, how many of those guys do you think played American Legion?
All of them.
That is correct. All of them did.
Wonder who Verlander played for. I wonder what his post was.
I don't know. Speaking of that, Kershaw got his 3,000th strikeout last night, and Verlander's one of the only two active guys besides Kershaw that has 3,000 strikeouts. The pitch from Doty. Caesar swings and misses. He's not going anywhere. He should have thrown it down because he could have picked off Markinich at first. So the Form Energy strikeout. So Doty comes in, gets the job done.
Got two down. Here in the top of the sixth, this is probably going to be our last batter.
Maybe. He said 2 minutes.
We're approaching our time limit. At time limit, as we said, we started at 10:15 this morning. The beast of these rules, 2-hour time limit on each game, so we can make sure that we get all of them in.
Tucker Doty, the pitch. That's down low. Ball one. Runners at the corner. 7-2. Bottom of the sixth. Post one leading. They broke open a real tight game in the top of the sixth inning with 4 runs. Doty kicks. He deals. Swing and a miss from the pinch hitter here. That'd be
no, that is Owen Doty, or Owen Porter, excuse me, who was the first baseman who was being DH'd for. Moved over to third when Knapp went to first. So I'm assuming they kill the DH as he skies one to center field. Braxton Billick there. He'll make the catch.
And that, I believe we have reached our 2-hour time limit. So that is our game. Ladies and gentlemen, your final score. Post one, 7 runs, 4 hits and an error. John Marshall Monarchs travel 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. We'll have to find out what time we will start our next game. Don't forget, though, coming up still today on this beautiful 4th of July Friday, it'll be Clarington Elite from Ontario, Canada, taking on Wheeling Post 1 right here live on the Watchdog and on our live stream. We're gonna upgrade our cameras here a little bit, fix our problem, and be back hopefully with a nice clear picture on both our cameras. So we will take a break, and we'll be back here 5 minutes. I would say we're going to be probably around 10 till 1, maybe 5 till 1 with our next game, Wheeling Post 1 versus Clarington Elite. So signing off on behalf of Jared, Jubb, Coach Myers, Coach White, Mr. Tennant, all the guys up here in the press box. We are going to send it back to programming at the studio. Your final score, Wheeling Post 1-7, John Marshall Travel 2.